Hey guys, I want to talk to you about stretch goals. Now a lot of Kickstarters, once they meet their initial goal, they have a bunch of fun stretch goals that they want to do to raise even more funds. And we thought of a bunch of cool stretch goals as well, but honestly it didn't seem right to make a big thing announcing stretch goals while we're still in the midst of raising our initial 200K. But I did want to tell you about 2 of these stretch goals because the fans have been asking for just a couple of things. Number 1, once we reach our goal, the first stretch goal is set to $200,001. I don't know if we'll make that. I don't know if we're going to quite crest, once we crest the $200,000 hump, I don't know if we're going to get to 200,001. But if we do, we're going to give everybody their very own full-length I Don't Want to Wait ringtone. That's right, Paula Cole's classic song, I Don't Want to Wait, which plays over the beginning of Dawson's Creek, will be rendered horribly by me in ringtone form. That's right, every time your phone rings, people will be like, what sound? It sounds like a seal is getting bludgeoned to death and plaintive piano is playing underneath it. But you'll get that. You'll just have that. We'll send it to you, and you won't want it. But I'm willing to bet a couple 5SF fans are going to want number 2. Now, most of you know by now that we are ceasing the daily production of 5SFs once we hit the 5-year mark, which is exactly October 30th, 2013. And we're doing this mostly because we want to focus on bigger projects like Dude Bro Party Massacre 3. But some of the fans are worried, which you shouldn't be, because we're only making more and more every single day. But if we hit 225,000 by the end of our Kickstarter, that means we're going to give you 55 more days of 5-second films. That brings us taking the applause and materializing it. And I really hope someone was just tuning into that. Just me being like, and people clapping like, all right, we're done. So that's going to take you to Christmas Eve of 2013, which means you'll get one more Christmas week, probably another Thanks Jesus joke for some reason, and definitely another, wow, look how hungover we are after the 5th anniversary party video. So now that I've gotten that off my chest, let's get to our next guest. From Saturday morning breakfast cereal theater, our good friend, James Ashby.
Brian, what the fuck? Don't you think you should have told us what you were gonna do?
Dude, seriously, I already have plans to move to France and literally on November 1st. Fuck you. France.
Every day a new 5-7, it just keeps going. I'm just kidding, we knew he was gonna do that.
It was all part of the master plan.
Acting. All right, we are here.
Bad acting.
And scene. We're here with great special guest, James Ashby from Saturday Morning Breakfast.
Saturday morning breakfast cereal.
James, thank you for coming. Thank you so much for coming.
Well, thank you so much for having me, guys. This is really exciting. Look at all this, by the way. Look at how much they've done just to show you that they want to make a movie. How crazy is that?
Oh, it's crazy. And I assure you, none of this is from Kickstarter money. This is all out of our pocket because we're crazy and we love you and we want to do this. And, you know, it's all for the Kickstarter. And James, we've been, you know, you're kind of like the king and expert on Kickstarter.
Yeah, well, I've helped raise a little over $1 million for independent video projects online over the last year.
Can I have some of that?
I don't have any of it. And I don't charge for it.
Were you the guy behind the beef jerky, the Kobe beef jerky thing?
No, unfortunately, I only help people who aren't trying to scam us.
Ah, that's true.
Yeah.
Like us?
Like you. You know, and I actually came here today to talk to you for just a little bit, just a moment, about why you should love 5-second films and why this particular project is absolutely worth giving to.
Wait, you're here to talk about your love for us and not your love for yourself?
No.
So noble.
Oh my God.
So brave.
Noble King.
Pro tip, nobility leads to way more blowjobs, just average. But
By Michael Rousselet.
Hey, another stretch goal.
he's soft. So, I think it's worth noting just for a second, guys, who these kids are. This is something that is easily missed when you're watching 5-second films. Watching 5-second films is sort of like watching an Olympic caliber gymnast. They're doing things so quickly and so well that it becomes easy to think that it is easy to do, and it is anything but. You know, for the last 4.5 years, these kids have sweated and bled every week to make a film every weekday. And that's phenomenal. To do that for free is an amazing thing. That's not why I love 5-second films. That's why they're talented and driven. That may be why they will do a phenomenal job with their first film. But I love 5-second films because of the people. I love 5-second films because when Michael Rousselet gets an idea for an incredibly stupid joke, his face lights up like a puppy dog, and it's amazing. I love 5-second films because Brian Firenzi, while he is tremendously brilliant and very, very eloquent, is also perhaps one of the most decent people I've ever met. I can go on and on. Every single one of them is phenomenal. There isn't a dud in the bunch. Michael Peter, who every Thanksgiving invites everybody in town who doesn't have family to go to with homemade pumpkin pancakes and a Thanksgiving feast and then a barbecue at the end of the night. Because he's from Minnesota, and he likes making people feel comfortable and at welcome and at home. And those are the kids that we're talking about right now, who are asking you for their help to make their first film. That's not why I love 5-second films. It's why I love each one of them individually, and I could go on and on, but we need to get back to the dick jokes pretty quick. The reason I love 5-second films is because they're a family. You know, when one of them is hurt or in trouble, they circle wagons and make sure that that person is taken care of. When Kelsey Gunn gets in a car accident and is worried that she's not going to be able to make it to work, they say, "Don't worry, Kelsey. We'll all take a cut. We'll all help out. You won't suffer." And I've seen that over and over and over again for the last year and a half while sitting on their back porch drinking beer and watching them. Because that's what I do, because I'm crazy and cynical and I don't trust people. Now, I've helped a lot of people with their Kickstarters. I helped Side Night and Happiness out with theirs. We do a lot through Saturday Morning Breakfast Cereal. I also help a lot of smaller kids. We helped a lady out in North Dakota last month with her very first Kickstarter to make a web series. But this one is phenomenally special to me. I cannot tell you how magical it has been to meet this group of kids and to know that this particular group of kids, if given a chance, will do something not just interesting or fun, but phenomenal and perhaps history-making. That's really, really, really rare and somewhat miraculous that a group that is this talented and this driven and this committed and will do all of this out of pocket just to show you that they're serious is also, to a man, beautiful and kind and decent. We live in a city of sociopaths and monsters, and they're not. And that's absolutely beautiful. And I think it's absolutely what crowdfunding was designed to do, was to give people like this, people who have limited funds, but tremendous passion and talent, a legitimate chance to do something without the inevitable censorship of advertising or the chains of corporatism. That's what this is, and that's why you should give. But you don't have to believe me because I'm saying a bunch of crap, because anyone can say a bunch of crap. Instead, you should believe me because before I came out here, I donated $250 to get one of the VHS.
Yay!
Now, I don't have Freddie Wong money. I'm pretty much going to have to convince dates that the McDonald's dollar menu is a very romantic first date for like the next 3 months. It's okay, I'm charming, it'll work out. But this is worth it. One, this VHS is going to be amazing. If you haven't bought one of these nerds are going to make that thing just phenomenal. I don't even know how to describe how cool it's going to be. But more importantly, I think of it as a vote. You know, you have to decide what kind of thing you want to support, what kind of thing you want to watch, and what kind of world you want to have. And when you support kids like this, who have worked for free for 5 years while supporting each other and being kind to each other, I think you make the world a little better. And I think that's worth it. I think it's important.
You're gonna make me cry! I love you! I love you, James! Ladies and gentlemen, the great James Ashby.
I would drink his Kool-Aid. I will drink that Kool-Aid.
Now chop up like 1 million people.
Yeah!
Blood and hell!
Yeah!
Blood and hell!
James Ashby.
James Ashby, ladies and gentlemen.
Good night, everybody.
Oh my God.